Hello, this is Amy McFarland. Welcome to my channel. I am now working on my new venture of scroll saw woodworking. I started out with a couple of scroll saws from Facebook Marketplace. They were quite ancient. I'll do a video on those. I still have them and I still use them. The advantage of using those particular scroll saws was that they were very difficult to learn on because of their age, because of their inability to make adjustments in speed, and etc. So here I am working with a brand new scroll saw because I realized as I was doing it on the older machines, I was really enjoying what I was doing. I was having a lot of fun with it. I liked the end result, well, somewhat, based on my lack of expertise in this venue. But I knew I could do better, but I knew I needed a better machine. This is the first time I'm using an actual hardwood, and I was not able to do that on the older scroll saws. They just did not have, I'm not sure what they didn't have. I don't know anything about scroll saws, but I know that wasn't working. And as I watched more videos, I realized that if I really wanted to pursue this hobby and do well with it, then I'd have to get a decent saw. I have a hard time staying on the lines. As you might notice, I'm going to go off pretty badly. But the nice part about that is you'll never see it in the end. And that was the biggest struggle I had to begin with, was only I know where the mistakes are unless they're blatantly bad. There was a lot of fear involved with this machine. I don't know why. I was afraid to turn corners. I was afraid to do a lot of things because I was afraid to break the blade. And what it took for me was to break a couple of blades because I did push them a little too far. And there was nothing to be afraid of actually, because it really didn't do anything other than snap. And it's not like a bandsaw. I've broken a couple of those, and that's a lot scarier than breaking a blade on one of these scroll saws. I have no idea, you know, I'm doing these corners so I can get sharp points. I have no idea if this is the right way to do it or not, but you know what? It works. So I'm kind of having fun with this and just enjoying the process. This particular project took me about 30 minutes. The actual entire video was an hour, but that's because I was videoing. Had I done the non-stop, it would have been quite quick. I'm getting better at it. The last time I did a project this big, it took me an hour and a half, so that tells me I'm doing great. I'm putting the tape on the back of this to keep the material from vibrating, because now it's cut all the way across the bottom and it will start to vibrate. You'll have to excuse the lack of camera angle here because I definitely am not adept at doing the filming quite yet, but I still think you can see quite a bit. If you notice on the bottom left where that bottom loop of the bee is, I went offline quite a bit, but when I took this apart, you would have never known that I didn't follow the lines. When I first started doing the scroll saw right at the very beginning, I fought those lines. I had thought I had to be right spot on, and then I realized I don't. So what I found with any new venture, any new type of skill set that I want to learn, there's a lot of fear involved, and I'm not sure why. Why I was afraid of doing this for, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward, right? But I don't know. I kept going with it, and I was afraid of turning corners. There was so much I was afraid of, and it seems really ridiculous now. And I've only been doing this about 6 weeks, maybe 2 months at the most, and there is no fear. I just have to believe in the fact that I can do it, which is why I'm doing this word. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in my abilities. Anything else in my life, you know, I've always felt that there's nothing I can't do, so this is no different. So I had to overcome some of those challenges that were blocking me, which was me. I was blocking myself. So it's just a mind game we play, I suppose. I have this video sped up by 8 times. And because I'm using a newer software for my editing, I don't know how to get it a little bit faster, but I think this looks pretty clear. Once I get better at doing my videos, I will do some real time, but it takes a while, and that's kind of boring. So, to watch, I guess. As I'm getting to the end of this project, I'm starting to get a little bit excited because I was very surprised at how well this worked. One of the many things I understand now is the blade has a lot to do with how well this machine performs. And there you have it. You gotta believe in yourself.